Welcome to Deb's Thing, everybody. This is Debbie. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a recent design I created called Resplendent. I created this because I want to enter something new and unique onto Loom for Kaylee's 2K competition, because to me, I have never spent $50 at one time on rainbowloom.com, so that would be so way cool. But I'm sure that's how everybody feels. I just looked at my bracelets and kind of saw some things I liked on one, some things I liked on another, and kind of put them together, and this is what came out. This was my practice bracelet. So my next job was to choose the colors, and of course I live by the ocean, and the colors in my room are of course my favorite because I spend 80% of my waking time. So this is what I came up with, and I must say I am absolutely pleased with it. Oops, oh, this is my mess. I love it, love it, love it. It may knock one of my top 5 faves off the top 5 list. So now I get to show you how to make it, and hopefully you will like it as much as I do. Basically, we're going to have A, B, C, and D bands. The first one, A, I use the medieval white here, and that is going to be clear on this bracelet. Color B, which goes up here, which is the glitter white, I will be using green. The colors that I'm going to alternate, I did 3 colors here. I'm only going to do 2 on this one, just because. We'll see how it turns out. And I'm going to be orange and yellow. I'm trying to use colors I haven't used in a while, and something that will appeal to boys, although this is probably a little bit too frilly along the edge, but it probably won't look as frilly with the clear, which is one reason why I'm using the clear, so that it'll appeal to those with a masculine taste and those with a feminine taste. And then finally, for color D, which it's kind of hard to see, and I made it a point, I wanted the colors a little different, but not too different because then it would get too chaotic. But I use the silver here, and the silver metallic, and I'll be using white. And so those will be actually together along the edge, and I think that'll look nice. So let's get going. We will start by placing our first extension band here, to retrieve later. And then we will take our color A to the left, to the right. Let's see. Okay. And then we are going to take our color B and go all the way up this bar, the second bar, and we go all the way to the end. Then you will also do the 5th bar. So I'll go off camera to do that real quick and be back with the next step. Now the next step is to start doing our colors up the middle. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you'll do it on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you choose your next color and do the same thing. 1, 2. If I accidentally went off screen here, I did 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll be repeating it again. 1, whoops, 2, 3, 4. A frontward F and a backward F. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're just going to continue to do this all the way up, except don't finish the top of the F at the very end here, because we'll be doing our border doing that in our border color. Okay? And if you have any, hesitation, you can just wait, or if you accidentally put them on, no big deal, just take them off when we get on to the next step. So for the last set, color set, you will be doing just the 3 bands. We won't finish the top, as I said, nothing over here. The next, oh, I was just thinking, I want to have a little contest of my own. No physical prize other than just a big thumbs up for being very sharp, I think, to figure this out. But if you look through my bracelets, I used two bracelets in specific inspired this design, and I would like to see who would be the first to post on Instagram or YouTube. Don't do Twitter, because I never check Twitter. I don't know why I'm on that, but anyhow, tell me which 2 bracelets I used to come up with this design. How's that for a contest? Okay, now we're going to, whatever 2 bands are here, these 2 that are going up, you're going to cap these 2 like this. And so we have one more set of yellow. And of course, you always want to push down the bands to make room. So now we're going to follow it with 2 orange. I think you get the gist. However, you know how to put your bands doubled over like this. So it'll be, another orange, 2 yellow, 2 orange, 2 yellow, and then just 1 orange here, because when we finish, this will be the cap. So just cap them all up to here. So this is how everything looks up to now. We've only worked on the 4 center bars, and this is your last double band. So now we can start working on the sides. So you take your color A, place it here and here, here and here. Then we put a white, your D color, and then you're going to alternate as you go up. And you can do it on one side, it's just a little quicker that way. Oops. And then you can do the other side. I kind of have a feeling of who's going to be the first to know which designs. We will see. I only know you a little so far. I haven't been on Instagram too long, so I have an idea. But there's a lot of sharp minds out there. Okay, so you're going to do that all the way up to here and just stop, and then I'll show you how to finish it off. And of course, don't forget this side. We'll be doing the same thing, alternating clear or A color and D, A, and D. So here's our loom almost ready to go. So as I said, just stop it to stop here, and now we'll take whatever border, the A color, and take it to here, and then put this in, and then do the same, and then take that same color and cap those two. Now for the big turnaround. Okay. Let's see, how do I do this? Okay. I'm sorry, I had to scratch my back. We are going to start by looping these two bands. Actually, it's one, two, okay. And then on the side, one and two. No crazy digging under and looping bands out of order. This one's real easy. Whichever band is on top is the correct band. So now we are going to take the A, bring it straight up, not back to its home post, and then we're going to take, and that's the D band, then we're going to take the A and bring it over here. So neither one go to their home post, they go to each other's typical location. So you just do this all the way up each side. Oops. Don't break your rules, Debbie. Okay, I think you got the hang of that. So you'll do that up to this, up here, so you can't do that combination anymore. And just to show you, this is how it's done on this side. This one goes, the A band goes, the D goes straight up, the A goes to the left. D straight up, A to the left. D straight up, and A to the left. At this point, your loom should look like this. Now, my instructions say to wait till we're done doing all this to finish those, so we will just leave the rest of those be for now, and we will start by, let's see, doing reaching in here and bringing this up. I reach inside the cap and grab this one to the left. Reach inside, bring it straight up. Now you can go back and forth if you want, but for me it's just, these bands aren't going to cross, so you don't have to. You don't have to worry about alternating back and forth. It's easier to just come up one side. So pretty much you're going to do this all the way up until the last one, bringing it up to here. And then the same thing on this side. Will be exactly the same except the mirror image. Let's reach into the inside of the cap and grab your bands. And just do those, which ones are those? I call those the C. These ones are those C. The C bands. We are now close to the finish line. Your last bands should be these two looped right here. And I think I should have had I had taken out a spacer or a brace right here. I probably should have one. Mine's kind of pulling in and wanting to pop off, but hopefully it won't collapse on me. So the next thing we will be doing is taking the B colored bands and just super fast or super slow, whatever speed is your pleasure. I'll probably stay on camera through this. Of course, there's always the risk of an outburst. I've got 3 children in the house right now. 2 are quiet. I'm sorry, I was off, but you never know. They're pretty good though. They know when I'm working. When they don't hear the TV on, they know I'm up to something. It's funny, I think, I'm pretty sure it's Claire's wears. She seems like she's pretty young to have such fascinating designs. You always hear Dad talking in the background. It cracks me up. Yes, Dad, what are you doing, Dad? So obviously, she's probably on the younger side. Her voice sounds very young. It's amazing the things she comes up with. Alrighty. Now we are almost done. So here we have the loom with our B bands finished. And then all we're going to do now is go back and grab these last border bands, the A color. Bring those 2 over there. And these 2 to this one. And now I will start some bands here. I need some more cleavers. Cleavers, so they ran out. Okay. And I do have my clip. Look at me. I'm going to reach in to get this band already here. Pull it out and hold it with one hand so that you can reach in and grab the other half. Bring them together and place the other half back on. This is the only one that's a little hard because of the tension here. Less tension makes it easier, but look at that. Turn the hook right side up, put the other end on, turn the hook upside down, pull it through. And I do 5 to 6 on each side. I start out with 4 each side and I went up to 5. Now I'm going to 6. If I'm giving these away, you know, sometimes teenagers, they see me and like, oh, can I have one? Can I have one too? And, you know, there's plenty of teenagers that are larger boned than I am. So, don't want to cut off their circulation. So now, I'll start working it off the loom. I'm anxious to see this one. I'm not expected to be surprised and dazzled as I have been with some of my bracelets, and you've seen that on my videos. I pull it off, I take a look, it's like, ah. Of course, you've also seen me kind of, ugh, that didn't start out so good. But the technique's correct, so that's what matters. I think this is really pretty. Oh, I like it more than I thought I would. It's pretty much reversible, depending how you want the border, since it pretty much looks the same either way, although, you know, this side, the looping is a little neater than that side. So here you kind of have these little, I don't know what you call them. They're like little V shapes in the white, and then the clear sticking out on this side. It's kind of, you see both the loops. So if you like to see the loops on this side, if you want to see it less on that side. I like this. It's just, it's nice and flat. It's just, it feels good. I just like the thickness. I like the feel. I like the flexibility of it. I just like it. I'm really pleased with this design. So now I'm going to finish up my extension with the standard method of extensioning. I'm not sure that's a proper form of the word. I aced grammar in high school, took extra credit grammar, but it's been 30 some odd years. You forget a little after that, right? Okay, so now we just loop this back. I panicked there. I thought, oh my gosh, did I turn on the record button? But I did. That was fine. Now, I'm going to finish this up. So here you have, let's do it all the same. Here you have Resplendent. I love this design, and I like it, all the colors. This is my least favorite, although it's not a oops. It's not that I don't like it. I mean, I like the colors, but I think this one's more poppy, and this one is my favorite colors. Just love, love, love it. Makes me feel like the ocean. I think it makes everyone feel like the ocean, right? Alright, thanks for watching, and if you would like to follow me at Instagram, I'm at Deb's Thing, and then of course you could subscribe to Deb's Thing on YouTube if you'd like to see more of my upcoming videos, and I thank you once again for watching.